I want to show you how to make a free-form drawing app for iOS using SwiftUI. You can see over here, we have different kinds of drawing tools. We have erasing tools and these buttons to undo changes. We can also redo the changes. There is a color picker to choose different kinds of colors. With the plus button, you can create your own color palette. You can use the menu button to do some settings. For example, if you want to auto minimize. So you can drag it and put it on the various edges of the screen. So let's look at how to create this free-form drawing experience using Claude 3.5 Sonnet and the AI code editor called Alex. Using Alex, we get an integrated AI code editing for Xcode. So let's minimize the Xcode window here and look at how to make the free-form drawing canvas using the Apple's PencilKit framework. You can download this tool from alexsidebar.app. So once you launch Xcode, to bring Alex, you should press Command and L. In the Alex interface, you can see here there is a plus icon. It allows you to add a new chart. So here I created a new chart and uploaded this image to the chat window. Let's look at the image. So this is the same image you see in the Alex chat window. I wanted to use this along with the prompt. So if we go back to Xcode, you have noticed here I added a prompt to make a SwiftUI drawing app using the Apple's PencilKit framework, as well as the information and the drawing controls in the image. I stated further it should be a working drawing app with the controls in the image, and also use SF symbols for the drawing controls and implement their functionalities. Since we want to use the Apple's PencilKit framework, we get the default drawing controls for the Apple's freeform drawing app on iOS. If I expand the drawing panel, you can see here we have the same drawing tools you see in the freeform drawing app on both iPhone and iPad. When using Alex, you can generate multiple files in the same way as using the Composer feature in Cursor. So over here, I stated further to generate multiple files if necessary, so that I can add them to the Xcode project later. One great feature about Alex is that over here, you can add reference to any documentation on the web. So you can see here, I have referenced the PencilKit framework from the Apple documentation. I also reference PencilKit. I also reference PK Canvas View and others like SF symbols. Let's scroll down and look at the response. Over here, you have noticed I used Claude 3.5 Sonnet. If I click to expand, you can select other models. I have noticed Claude 3.5 Sonnet is the best for coding, so I used it to generate the code. If I scroll down, you can see here we have the response from the model. So contentview.swift is the first file generated from the model. If I scroll down further, you can see we have other files like the canvas view and also drawingcontrols.swift. After you generate all these files with the prompt, you can see here on the right side of the Swift files, we have this plus button. We have it here as well. And also, besides contentview.swift, you can click on this button to add the file directly in the Xcode project. For example, let's add it in this folder. We have the same file here, so let's rename this to contentview2. Select the root folder and come back here and click the plus button. That will add it directly to the project in Xcode. I will then select the file and delete it because we don't need it, and remove the 2 from the file name. So that is how you can add your generated files to the Xcode project. Let's go through each of the files by selecting the second Swift file, canvasview.swift. First, we make these necessary imports so that we make the components of PencilKit available in SwiftUI, so that we get the capabilities of Apple Pencil. The PencilKit framework is not supported by default in SwiftUI. So here we create a struct that conforms to UIKit's UI view representable. This makes it possible to use the UIKit's PK Canvas view in SwiftUI. Next, we define the following binding properties so that we can manage them elsewhere in the app. The canvas view is where the user draws. We use this property to get the current drawing the user is working on. Then we have a tool picker for selecting different kinds of drawing tools like monoline, fountain, pencil, and more. Next, we create a function, makeUIView, that conforms to UIKit's PK canvas view. The function is used for configuring the PK canvas view. So over here, we initialize the canvas view with whatever the user is currently drawing. Next, we use a coordinator to handle delegate methods. For the canvas view, you can see here we have a function for the coordinator and also a coordinator class. The makeCoordinator method handles delegate methods for the PK canvas view, and the coordinator class acts like a bridge between SwiftUI and the PK canvas view delegate of UIKit. In the makeUIView function, we also set the drawing policy to any input so that you can draw with the finger or using Apple Pencil. If I remove any input and put a period here, you can see we have other options like default and pencil only. With the pencil only option, you can draw only with Apple Pencil. In that case, you cannot use the finger to draw on the drawing canvas. So let's leave it as any input so that users can draw with both Apple Pencil and the finger. Next, we set up the tool picker. So here we make it visible on the drawing canvas and also observe changes anytime a user picks any of the drawing tools to start drawing. We also make the canvas a first responder so that it can handle drawing inputs instantly anytime a drawing tool changes. Next, we return our drawing canvas. You have noticed here we have the function updateUIView. We call this function anytime a user picks a different tool on the drawing canvas. For example, if a user is currently drawing with monoline and changes it to fountain, we call this function immediately to observe the state changes. So these are all the configurations you need to make to build a fully functioning freeform drawing canvas using the PencilKit framework and SwiftUI. If I go to the generated code again and scroll down, you can see we have another file. We also have it in the Xcode project, drawingcontrols.swift. After generating the code for the default drawing tools, the model went ahead to generate another code for custom drawing tools. In the context of our drawing canvas, we want to use only the default drawing tools. If you like, you can also use the custom drawing tools. You can see here we have undo, redo, eraser, and others. So if we use this code in the Xcode project, that means we have a duplication for the drawing tools. So you can see here, I have commented everything out. So for the freeform drawing canvas, we need only two files. This one, the configuration file, and also another file for the UI. So over here, you can see we define all these state properties and also add a navigation stack and bring the canvas view. Then we add the freeform drawing canvas, whatever the user is currently drawing on the canvas, and also the drawing tools. Lastly, we set the title of the drawing canvas. You can see here we have Sonnet Draw that appears on the canvas. So that is everything we need to do to build a freeform drawing canvas in SwiftUI using Claude 3.5 Sonnet and a single prompt.